gonna drive and we're gonna go find a pumpkin. She and I together. Get out of this fucking town. I'll tell you that. Get out of this fucking town. Sometimes you're here just too much and you see too much. You're just fucking over it. But you can like still, you know, it's fun to like come back and like see your town and whatever, but the longer you stay somewhere, that's when shit starts to settle, and by shit, I mean actual shit. So yeah, kind of gotta keep things flowing, keep things moving. Otherwise, you will literally, that's just my advice. And I might be talking some smack. There's a woman smoking a cigarette out her car door. I mean, look, it's probably not the best way to start your morning. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm getting a coffee, which is probably prop jaw, actually not the best thing I should be doing. Right, Phoebe? Hopefully there's water for Phoebe out there. Yeah, so last night, the Hosier concert, we'll do a little recap. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, from the lighting to the drums, I mean, his voice I don't even need to speak about. We already know that he has the voice of an angel. Like, it was just, the whole event was just awesome. And yeah, it was, I'm just like, I just need to do things like that more often, truthfully, because it just reminds you that to be happy as much as you can. I mean, people will friggin', there are some things that like will snap you back into like reality and be like, fuck. But overall, it was an amazing experience. 10 out of 10 would do again. 10 out of 10 would see him at the Hollywood Bowl. Because I think that would be a really beautiful experience too. But I mean, there was something very special about seeing it, like, up close and personal in where I reside currently. From Eden, work song, to be alone, take me to church, first time. He did so many good ones. It's like, I waited so many years to see that. Like, I've just waited so long. Yeah, I could talk, I mean, I'm just gonna fantasize about it today. Just come down from it all. Yeah. No, I don't want to. But I'll get some footage of the Bates Nut Farm. Or the farm that I'm going to take Phoebe. Come here, Phoebe. Come here, baby girl. Come here, baby girl. All right, so I took my dog out on a little adventure. And myself, of course. And usually there's a lot more pumpkins out than this. There's usually fields of it, like these beautiful pumpkins. But we might have come a little too late in the season, so that's unfortunate. you seen anything cuter? I guess this is kind of an ideal day for me. Ideal couple of days. I mean, I saw Hozier last night, and now I am sitting on a pumpkin in a field with my dog. So I cannot complain, and I'm gonna soak up some sun. And honestly, coming out here kind of reminds me of my mom, so I do things to kind of I'd like to do things like that just remind me of her. Yeah, unfortunately there's always like people around, so it's hard to have those moments, but for the most part I have enough space out here to come and think about her. Like, what I mean, she was just, the truth is she was always up for an adventure. Like, she was always, that's why, like, I've reached a point where life's too short to even be sad anymore. It's like, of course there are hard times. Of course there are things that are sad, like literally missing her. And like, sometimes I get really deep into those emotions. But like, lately I've kind of come to the realization she just would want me to be happy. Like, that's who she was. She was such a free spirit. And I mean, as much as I do have my dark times, like, and she did too, and everyone does, like, this is relatable to everyone. Everyone has their moments. Like, at the end of the day, we also know that life is too short to be, you know, sad about. So I just try to see the good in some things. I mean, there's definitely some things that make me sad lately. Like, there's a lot of things that are confusing me lately, and I know that the truth will always come out. The truth exists, and that's literally that. And I just keep doing my best. So also, like, my sisters and I would always go into the store and get like candy and things like that. And honestly, they had some like dates in there, which could be great for like vegan smoothies, vegan milkshakes, things like that. But it's like, you're like, there's so much sugar in here. Like, part of me is like, stay away from like that side of the store, because there's all these like artificial sweeteners and things like that are just not good for you. So I don't know who actually watches these. If you do watch them, I appreciate it. I should really be posting more recipes on here, because that's ideally what I kind of am interested in. It's hard because, oh no, that was so cool. I should have been filming it. She just jumped over that pumpkin like there was no tomorrow. She's a jumper. She's a professional jumper. This one right here. Are you having fun, Phoebe? I know. She likes the kids. She likes playing with the little kids. As I was saying, like, there's a certain way that you can, I just need to commit to that health kind of, I've already committed to the health, but like putting out more recipes like that. I used to put out so many recipes. I had so many like recipes to share, and I guess that's kind of content that I was hoping to put out, but I just need to believe, I just need to do it because I want to do it. Like, that's at the end of the day, like, what you need to do. And honestly, I've been just wanting to cook, and like recording it's just like annoying, but I also like, that's like ideally like how, like I would like to like make that a thing. But sorry, I don't know if I'm a little out of it. I had a long night last night. And it wasn't even that long. I got to bed around a decent hour or two. But it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Met a few girls. We had a good time. And I wanted to like, it's funny, it's like you always build up, I don't know if anyone can relate, but it's like you build up in your head, you're like, I'm gonna have a moment here, I've been waiting my whole life for this, and it's gonna be all about me. But then which is fine too, like it's good to have that moment if you need that moment, but I was just like, I wanna just, first of all, it's about him, it is, and he, like, I just wanted to soak in, I just wanted to enjoy everything, seeing him live. Like, that's ideally why I went. I couldn't believe I was, like, able to see him live. So, and it's just, woo! Yeah, so, what do we do, Phoebe? Keep on driving. Yeah, tell me if you guys want, what you guys would like to see. I have recipes I can share. I have all kinds of things I can share. Lots of good recipes. A lot of good recipes to share. Now, it is very nice to be out here amongst the mountains. Oh, there goes my backpack. Well, Phoebe's off. Well, anyways, that's my backpack. Hi, Phoebe. And actually, I'll show you guys the haul when I'm back in the car. But I got a little bag that reminded me of my mom. These are some things that I do that remind me of her. And I like to come out and wish she was here. Sometimes. Like, I just think life would have been way easier, and I would have felt safer. I don't really feel that safe all the time, which is unfortunate. Something I'm working on, but yeah, it's hard. So whoever deals with that can maybe relate. I don't know, I know there are people out there that are probably still dealing with this. I mean, it's like, it doesn't end. It still goes on. For other people. Okay, so my phone died while I was out there trying to take an awesome video of something, of this hosier, like, iron-on patch, basically. It's, like, really cool, and it's super spooky season vibes, so I'm all for it. That's the thing, it's like, okay, at my root, at my base, I guess this is why I feel I need to, like, explain it, because it, like, the duality, like, tears me apart. It's like, that's the truth. That's what I've been needing to vocalize. The duality tears me apart. Like, at my base and my core, I know that sugar's bad for you. I know there are things that are bad for you. But then it's like nostalgic and like fun to go to these types of things and like have your memories, but the truth is it's like at the end of the day, nothing will change if you keep like having that fun, right? So that's the depressing part about it, because I know that like for actual change for things, like there need to be drastic measures. But as I say that, chocolate, toffee, almonds, but like what better else place to get it? These are so good. I know Whole Foods got some, and these ones are my favorite. These are soda pop Jelly Bellies. I mean, I just couldn't not get it. I would want to share it with my like sisters. My sisters like it. Then sour Jelly Bellies. And I'm not going to eat them all, so that's the truth. And then this candle was 50% off, and I'm always here for a good candle, and especially if it's soy wax based, they burn better. And my sister and I they just burn better. Just hear me out. Oh, campfire marshmallow, are you kidding me? She's my campfire marshmallow. Look at this. Jesus, and if you're gonna get it on a farm. So good. It's so good. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful for life. That's the truth. I saw my favorite artist last night, and now I was sitting in a field of pumpkins, like with my pup, and she's the best pup in the world. And the wind's blowing, like a Gemini is at its most calm when the wind's blowing through the trees. I swear, like it's just the most beautiful feeling. I love it. It's like it starts to take you back to a time when you were younger, when there's just like those random moments where you just like be out somewhere with your family or whatever, anywhere. And at least for me, like especially with my mom always took us on adventures. And like the wind would just be blowing and you'd just sit there and like we're just like amazed to be alive. And that's just kind of what that's just what I feel. And I know, I'm sure there's other, like, there's more to do and work on, but people make it so hard to do that. And there's also, at the end of the day, there's also like nothing more you want to do. Just sit. It's good to meditate. It's important for your mental health to meditate and to think about those things. Just think about things and not think at all too. But to be honest with you, some people do freak me out. I think I'm scarred from past relationships. I know I'll heal because I know my heart, but I just was taught the best lesson not to trust everybody, because I was like just such a loving, like trustworthy person, and I trusted the completely horrible. I mean, everyone in my family saw it, but it's like there's no buts. Everyone in my family saw it. And that's just that. I mean, personally, I just like don't care enough to even like be mad about it, about the person. I don't care about the person enough to even think about it. So, but it's like funny because I feel like other people want me to like still care, and it's just like awkward. It's like, oh, do you like still talk about people that disrespect you? Like still talk to people that disrespect? It's just like they don't know me whatsoever. Like once you're done, you're done. And like, especially I saw this TikTok. There was this girl who like was like, yeah, I spent all my time defending him too. Like, and then like once you do that, bro, It's like you were in and now you're out. It's just funny. And it's funny to me, like I would go back to work and people would be like, bring the person up, and I'm like, babe, like we're in 2023. We learned that there are people you're supposed, at least this is what I believe, there are people that you will work easy with and that you're supposed to be with, and there's people that aren't. And that person that's not has their own person. And that's just the truth. And I don't believe in, I'm over my shadow work. I don't want anyone to come into my life who's going to disrespect me or my mom, especially. At the end of the day, like, that's just fucked. Who the fuck does that? I mean, I'm over it, but honestly, if you give me a platform and something to talk about, I'll talk about it forever. So, I'm gonna, because what needs to be said needs to be said. I am going to frolic in the pumpkins for a little bit more. So Phoebe went potty, and I went and I put the bag in the coffee cup, which is funny because it's like, they say that coffee's supposed to make you poop. So it's like, hey, have a cup of Joe. And then there's like literally, yeah, awkward. Okay, I also just put a used surface area wipe in there. And it's like a little mini trash can. So next time you're out and about, sipping on your coffee, out with the fam or whatnot, just carry a little trash can with you around. Look at this thing. Then you just toss it in a bigger trash can. Whoa! What's the word? It's not Inception. Whoa! What's the word? It's like, whoa. It's not trippy. It isn't Inception? I don't know. The word could be perception. The word could be a lot of things. Perception. I don't know. I drink. We all drink. Phoebe drinks. We all drink. She's got my smart water with her. So, you know she'll stay hydrated. I just asked them for a bowl. I was like, I asked for a cup. Because I was like, imagine those little like plastic cups that you get at restaurants for like water. And then the guy gave me like some like plastic, ew. They're just late. Too many. The reason why I don't park here is because there's too many lingerers. So Phoebe's been getting a little sleepy, so I put my jacket right there so she could rest her head. I had her here, and she was resting her head on my arm, but I can't do that when I'm driving. So I'm just going for a little drive, little adventure. I saw that there's like a preserve or something back this way, so now that I know where the main road is, and these people have eggs, and I'm like wondering, I would love to buy some farm fresh eggs, but there's no like, I don't know how you get in there necessarily. Oh, there's a little road there. I don't know. I mean, yeah, am I lonely? A little bit. I can have Phoebe. But it's the craziest thing, it's like, I'm lonely even when I'm around people. Like, if that makes any sense. I guess I'm just trying, I'm learning, relearning how to not feel that way. So, you'd think I'd know by now, but something holds me back. Okay, I can't even make this up. I saw that there was a sign for a preserve back there, and as I was driving, I'm like looking closely. It's called Hellhole Preserve. And believe it or not, there are people that live in Hellhole Preserve. And the more I drive through, I can understand why it is called that, because I don't see what they're preserving. I mean, obviously there's beautiful mountains here, which is like necessary, and it's like nice to have that, but I'm like, what is the, I can't even make this shit up. They have made a plaque. They have made a plaque. I am done. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I can't even make this up. Not open Wednesdays. Don't come on a Wednesday. Okay? It's open till sunset. And if there's an emergency in Hellhole, call 911. There is no way. I mean, Phoebe and I just needed to go for a drive and get out and see something profound, and I think we found the right spot. It's the most majestic. October, bro. It's kind of funny. When I was in elementary school, all of the girls and I, and maybe some guys, I don't remember, but we started to make these like little towns outside of the playground. Like, there's just some like weird dirt path outside the playground, and we would sell or trade lemonade bushes. Like, that's what I was doing when people, like, yes, I played handball, but I was actually kind of like we had a civilization during elementary school, and we would like make pots out of the clay, and I don't know who came up with the idea, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know, like we started trading like these little rocks. There were these really cool, perfectly round rocks that like you only found by our school. And that was our like means of money and trading. And but I've been doing that my whole life. Like when I was a little girl, I was growing up in LA, and I came on here and talked about Skylar before, but she was like my best friend growing up, and she had this house that was like super modern looking, almost too modern looking, that it wasn't a home. It was just a piece of museum. Like, they had a personal chef, and like just everything was perfect and just sharp and hard and cold. But we brought light to her, which was different for me because I grew up, you know, with my mom and my sisters, and she always just kept it so, and my dad, and it was just different. It was warm. But she and I created this town in her backyard. Though her house was hard, sharp, and cold, the backyard was magical. She had a stream running through the backyard, and there was just something you could feel. You could feel the spirits that used to live there. And there was a little bit of a darkness to it, I have to admit. And but I remember we made magic. I remember one summer we were playing in her backyard, and these frogs were little frogs. Like, this is in LA. You don't see this in LA. These frogs, like this big, different colors, of all colors, were jumping around her garden, her grass. Like, we couldn't even, it was magic. And then we started to like build houses out by her, like her yard went on. There was huge trees and bushes and like lavender bushes and licorice bushes, and we would like mix honey with it and sell that to each other. But the craziest thing is we started to notice that there were little tincture holders, like little glass bottles and toys, like old toys that were like vintage toys from like, but real authentic toys from like maybe the 1950s and earlier, 1920s. And we would dig them up and sell them in from our town. And we actually named the town Menoonite because we were out there morning, noon, and night. And yeah, we spent a lot of time out there. I think one of my sisters came out there. Skylar and I were always making forts. Even when I moved to San Diego, she would come over and we started building a fort in some land that we found out there. Like, it was just how we just spoke a different language, she and I. We just like to make believe, but then again, it wasn't make believe. Like I said, Skylar isn't with us anymore. And I know sometimes, you get down about it, and when it gets quiet, you get sad about it. And you wonder. So, yeah, I do try to go on and keep my head up and enjoy life because I know it's precious and because of my loss, if that makes any sense. I'm just trying to make sense of the cards I was dealt, which wasn't an easy deck. I'll tell you that. From a young age, it wasn't an easy deck. And honestly, this helps me work through it because it makes me make sense of things. And it's kind of good because it's like I'm alone, but I'm like telling someone with my full heart, like, the truth. And I'm confused because are you supposed to bury your past and just don't think about it? But that's no way to live. That's not even possible. That's not even true. That's not even true. So it can't be right because it's not true. The truth is your story and that it shaped you, and that's the truth. Your story shapes you. But then again, it's like, well, what if it shapes you in a bad way? So it's like you have to like reshape yourself. So that's the crossroads I'm at. And I wonder if this makes sense to anybody. Because it's like you're scared that what shaped you is wrong, but then you're also scared to lose it. And I don't know. Because you'd think that with these certain situations, like loss, like they're not good situations. You don't want them to happen. So it's like confusing. Because now I'm spending my whole life trying to prevent these things from happening. But I wouldn't have known it unless it happened to me. That's crazy. Look, a mountain. All right, we are descending down Hellhole Canyon. And it's pretty steep descent. I will tell you that. I think I've got my boots on. And I already need to pee-pee. Hey, little adventurer. I was honestly not expecting this. This is actually quite beautiful. Which is interesting. And I'm annoyed because it's like, I would say it's ironic. But then again, like what Hosier sings about, he's like, his lyrics say that irony, and my other favorite artist, 1975, they talk about how irony isn't okay. Like, that it's not good. And so I'm like, I mean, I'm clearly on the wrong path if I'm going to Hellhole. Like, it's sad. That's really sad. I don't know how I got here. But I've got to say, it's quite peaceful. This just in. There's water in the Hellhole. Shall we drink, Phoebe? Oh, Phoebe, come here. Oh, her freaking leash. That's why I do leashless. That's why I do leashless, and now she's getting caught on all the rocks. Come here, baby. Come here. Yeah. All right. Well, that's no fun. I'm going to have to wash that. I guess it's not. I guess the point is getting a little dirty. All right, Phoebe. That's why we come out here. So it is true that it is fairly hot in Hellhole. Good thing I wore sunscreen today. Jesus. We're heading back out. I mean, this thing goes on for miles, and honestly, it's really a beautiful, amazing walk. But I just feel like we have a big, road back up ahead, so I'm just kind of planning for that. She has a stick on her tail. She's just grooving. She just doesn't even feel it. She's so adventurous. She's just always taking the lead too. She'll be like up ahead and it'll like freak me out. I'm like, hey you, who do you think you are? Yep, there you go, BB. She's almost got this. Can I take the stick off of you? Come here. Here we go. She's like, thank you. Making our way downtown, walking fast, trees are passing homebound. La 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 la, and I need you, and I miss you, and now it's really annoying. Okay, she's cooling off. It's warm. Who's the good girl? Careful, baby. I hope there's clean water. Okay, so she knows hey, come here. Come here, you little hooligan. You get in there. All right, I was out in the, Wild West today, so excuse me. Hey, come up. You know, someone's earrings in here. Possibly mine. Yeah, good find, Mallory. My earring fell off in the shower. Sick. So she's getting a shower. Cause she has dirty paws. Hey you, hey you. No. Okay, so I had an amazing idea. They were giving out these free patches at the concert yesterday. And I recently also bought a 1975 crew neck, which I was so excited about. I was waiting so long, you guys. Favorite band with favorite singer. I mean, I'm just stoked. It's gonna be like a spooky season, fall type of vibe sweatshirt, and yeah, oh shit. I need to be patient. Maybe I'll add some more. We'll see, but they definitely have to be on my list. And these two are at the top 4 for sure. There we have it. I think it's drying. I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah. I feel like it's gonna fall off, to be honest, which is unfortunate.